Good morning. Welcome to ATI ProMedia. We have some news, and I got Connor B on. We're just coming out hot. Connor, we had some wild news.
Yep.
You never know what's going to happen on the live show, but we do know some things for sure. China is on vacay this week, and we do have an Ag USDA forum.
Yep.
And for many of us, we have a Swift hangover. Unbelievable Super Bowl last night. Commercials, some politics. Illinois farm family I'm friends with had a Super Bowl ad. Good stuff. What else can you add to the morning roster? What we're going to talk about, Connor?
Yeah. Congrats to the Chiefs and to the Swifties, right? You did it. But other thing, Tommy, I think let's talk a little crop insurance. We can look at fund positioning, right? We had the commitment on traders out Friday. And so dive into that. But like you said, with Chinese New Year, not a whole lot to news, not a lot of news to digest. And so let's talk about that a little bit too. Look at what volume does during the Chinese holiday.
Right. We can only hope all the Swift fans start to trade corn. I
Now we're
understand.
talking.
Now we're talking. I understand the financial effect that a lot of young girls, a lot of people who don't normally watch football have watched football the last 6 months, and it's been interesting. It's been fun. We had a bunch of
Yeah.
people over for Super Bowl. We had lots of different foods and drink, whatever, and it's just a good day. It's a good day for America. Nothing bad happened. Everyone. I always worry during Super Bowl something bad's going to happen safety wise, but looks like they had that all covered.
Absolutely. Here's a stat for you. I saw an estimate. It's a hot topic, right? Are they showing Taylor Swift too much? Get her off the screen, yada yada. I think I saw that the estimated she's generated between 100 and 300 million dollars for the NFL in revenue. So I think the NFL is going to keep putting her on screen.
Sure. Yeah, that's big money. Hey, speaking of big money, did you see what happened with Nvidia? Nvidia's market value surpasses Amazon for the first time in 2 decades.
Wow.
And you were asking, and I Googled it, what's up with this Nvidia stock? Is it an AI stock? And the truth is, Nvidia has been in computers we use for years, but with AI ramping up so much, they must have the edge on the best chips. They have what everyone wants. I know there was a play on Nvidia also when we were mining Bitcoin. That was a big deal. But now, it's AI. They've been around since '99, so not a new company. But I thought I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, on Friday they said Nvidia's worth is worth more than the whole Chinese stock market. That's not good for the Chinese stock market.
That's unbelievable. So what were we talking, Tommy? Are we looking at what's that market cap? Multiple trillion, two?
Yeah, 2 trillion. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
And
take a quick look at the markets real quick. I just want to add up some stuff while we speak. Corn's making a low. No one's impressed with that. March corn down 1, D's corn down a little bit. Soybeans showing some strength up 8. Wheat's down a little bit, and we have those corn options down there. But
we
yes, sir.
we did rally into I mean, overnight, right? We had corn at 433. We're about 5 cents off that high, and beans hanging in there. Beans about 4 cents off the high overnight high.
Yeah, something to keep an eye on this week, Connor, is we have the ag forum February 15th and 16th. They usually give estimates, acres, yields, usually comes
Yep.
out bearish because they start and they assume the American farmer is awesome, just like we do. Speaking of the American farmer being awesome, can you talk about crop insurance a little bit? How
Yeah.
we're still very concerned. I'm not saying corn's gonna go from 470 to 370. I'm just saying what?
Yeah. I We're about right at halfway between that Fed price discovery period. And so just looking at what the average is for corn, 474, right? We're a buck 20 off last year, Tommy, and soybeans 1174 is what we've averaged so far in February. That's more than $2 lower than where we were last year, right? So that's the numbers we have to work with. And I don't know about you, but when I look at crop insurance, it's a great tool if we don't have the bushels. But here's the thing, when we look at that 474 and 1174, right, we get 85% of that unless we take a yield hit. If like you said, if we pretend we're good at farming and we can beat our APH, that number only goes lower. So make sure we're looking at crop insurance, knowing the benefits and negatives and what we can do and make a marketing plan accordingly.
Yeah. And just a note, people out there, if you want to ask us a question, this is a good week. Do it. We'll probably answer 1 or 2 questions if you shoot them. Also, it could be a slow week with China on holiday. We'll see little price action, the cattle doing well, but the overall outside markets are extremely quiet today. Just taking a peek at those. Let's look at a couple charts that you have, Connor, and talk about that. And then if we don't have any questions or comments,
Absolutely.
move
Yep.
forward.
First one I got, Tommy. I think you sent me this one. I had to pop it up. He was just angry. We need some carbon credits to
No,
offset
pop
those
it one more
private
time.
jets.
Go ahead. I want everyone to know he did. Yeah, that he was just explaining. She buys enough carbon credits to offset her private jets. That's all. I mean, because that is a conversation that's come up on shows. Is for all the Save the World people, boy, she flies around a lot. So God bless her. We're all just jealous. That's all. As I'm in my mom's basement, as Scott Shelladay says, and Tommy coming live from his mom's basement, right? Um, it's a different world.
Yeah.
And speaking of different world, there's the have and the have-nots in the world. I mean, the stock market's at all-time highs. Everyone's wealthy. Well, a majority of the stocks are held by very few. So everyone cheerleads for the stocks to go higher, but it's not like we're all sitting around long Nvidia. Our crowd happens to be long corn and wrong, and it doesn't feel good. So we could say the stock market's on the high. It's fun to talk about. We could say interest rates are coming down. It's fun to talk about. But truly, when corn's unchanged, it's not that much fun. So a lot of what you see around us is just noise, and a lot of what happened in the Super Bowl is just noise. Real quick, we'll get those charts, and we'll get back to work.
Yep. Speaking of, you said it's a different world. Talk about a same world when we look at commitment on trader, COT, and the fund positioning, right? Different week, same story. It's corn and soybean futures. They added to their short position on soybeans. We're getting very close into that record short position. We're the shortest we've been since May of 2019, as you can see, as we continue to dip there. And so similar on corn, right? If not a little bit more negative. We're in I think it's one of top 3 shortest weeks we've ever had. The other 2-3 weeks being in that same time frame, that late April of 2019. So very short position that we know.
I thought I read that they did not add to their shorts last week in corn, that there was a little bit of short covering.
I think you might be thinking of meal, maybe, Tommy.
Yeah. Show me that one that started to bounce. Yep.
Meal.
That's what okay. I have it wrong.
I saved the positive chart for last. So as we can see, they did add, covered some of their shorts on soy meal, but I don't know what you think, Tommy. When I look at this, I really think they've talk about a historic short sell-off that we've had in meal. So I think we're bouncing a little bit off that. I don't know if we're seeing any positive news, right? We have Argentina having a big crop. They're the number 1 meal exporter. They're going to start coming online very quickly, but good to see on the soy complex.
Yeah, a lot's changed in the world of grains. I met with a farm family Saturday. We went over the numbers, and it's kind of hard to talk about when you look at 24 prices, 25, 26, and the way I wrapped it up with them was, there's a land auction this week. I'm sure it's going to go high. You guys own thousands of acres. You're wealthy, but every year you got to protect from 5 down to 3 or whatever the new low is. It may shock us how low corn goes. It may shock us that we turn around on a dime and rally with some type of weather news catalyst. I was thinking this morning before the show, I can't remember the last time we had a headline out of Ukraine that really made grain markets rally. Now, can you?
No. I mean, we're talking. Is it safe to say over a year, at least 6 months that we've seen?
Yeah, it's been a while. We've had some some ships, some drones hit some ships and stuff, but overall, yeah, not a bullish tone coming out of Red Sea, anything else. So I don't see any questions. How do people get a hold of us, Connor?
Yeah, feel free. We'll be doing this all week on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Give us a call, 1-837-737-FARM, or send us an email, info@atipromedia.com.
1-855-737. Well, see, you have.
I'll get that. We need a jingle, and I can memorize the jingle.
We'll get a jingle. Yeah, it's always fun doing this, and maybe tomorrow we have some questions or comments, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see if anyone comes in and buys grain from another country. But with that, I will see you tomorrow, my friend.
See you, Tommy.
Thanks for joining us. We're here every day, 9 a.m. Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.